Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Tuesday, December 31st, 2024. It is New Year's Eve, the last day of the year 2024. We will celebrate this last day of this year again with some explosions, fireworks, and a review of the year 2024. This bee just seemed to have grabbed a zip of water. That's cool, very cool. But first, I need to feed the hungry cat. It is time for not a cod, a salmon. A salmon again. Yeah, celebratory salmon. Cat, are you excited about getting a New Year's Eve salmon? You look like it. Here you go. And you start to purr right away. Okay. Cat enjoyed the celebratory New Year's Eve salmon. Let's see what this bee does. Okay, bee is industrious. Enjoy the view from the pavilion down to all the wonderful Christmas trees in the winter wonderland. Okay, let's head over to Monument Valley and prepare the end of the year explosion. We seem to be safe, which is good. So, yeah, the year 2024 was a crazy year, a busy year, a year full of various exciting things. And yeah, I must say I enjoyed the year to most extents. It was a really good year. The year started with some excitement right away. In the, I think it was even second week of January or so, I was invited to do those talks for the one professor position, or rather two professor positions I applied for as part of the selection process. That required me to first prepare all those talks, then to give those talks, go through some interviews afterwards. This was exciting. Unfortunately, it took quite some time until they finally made a decision. But yeah, the year started with some excitement. Definitely some excitement. The year also was kinda interesting in the beginning with me going through all the materials for the Rettungssanitäter. It's hard to translate it to an EMT, but let's call it EMT simply because that's a little bit the English equivalent, even though it's not completely comparable. Yeah, there will be the end of the year explosion. So yeah, going through all those materials, getting ready for it, doing some ambulance shifts to also get lots of practice with it and so on. What was a good and relaxed start into the year. Felt really good getting into this new stuff, also with the knowledge that okay, it's only this year. Once this year is over, I will. How do I do this? Let's have you here, and let's have you here. Then let's get up here. Put some TNT there. I was really feeling like, hey, that's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. By the end of this year, I will leave the the university will get out of this research thing. This looks kind of cool. Maybe I need one more TNT for the top. Be careful that I'm not accidentally igniting it. So yeah, that was a nice and good start, and really gave me some goals. Like, okay, I like to be EMT by the end of the year. By the end of the year, so that I can get. Yeah, this looks cool. Get into a new job when I'm not getting appointed as professor or so. So yeah, the first months were then kind of alright. Nothing special happened. Right after Easter, so with the beginning of April, the practical phase of the Rettungssanitäter training process began. So I went for 3 weeks to Berlin to go to the emergency medical school, learning about the Rettungssanitäter business. That was cool. There were 3 exciting weeks with some very cool and very interesting stuff, and partly also with stuff where I was thinking, well, why am I actually here? This gives me nothing. This gives me nothing at all. But yeah, that was exciting. Was a completely different thing. Being out from regular work for 3 weeks. I mean, I still did regular work in the breaks and so on, academic work and so on. But yeah, it felt good. It felt really good to do something different. And right after the end of this training, as I got back to my town, a few days later the shoulder injury happened. So in the beginning of May, I managed to apparently anger the nerve that controlled the motion of my scapula, which resulted in 2 to 3 weeks of intense pain, even in my arm, which was not fun, no fun at all. It recovered a bit afterwards, luckily. But yeah, those were bad times, especially as I wanted also to make good progress with the practical phase in towards getting the Rettungssanitäter qualification. During this time I was also doing the normal teaching, university stuff, which was okay, nothing special. I still enjoyed doing all this teaching and so on. But yeah, there were lots of things going on at the same time. I was also planning No, I wasn't planning. We were actually doing it. We planned while I was still at the medical school. We already started the seminar with teaching and learning with augmented and virtual reality, with a special focus on geography. So this was cool. That was very nice. During that time, I also was made aware of my colleague about the Antarctica thing, that after some Zoom calls led to me applying for it. I also at this time was going to the internship at the hospital to do this 2-week-long internship. The surgical part of the emergency room situation basically was not so fun, was rather boring. But as I got into anesthesia, this was super interesting, super exciting. Even watching some heart surgeries and so on. So this was cool. This was exciting. This was very, very cool. Learned a lot there. And yeah, then I also applied for the position in Antarctica. Another thing of that caused some kind of excitement, some kind of stress. It was cool, but also demanding. So the entire year was kind of demanding. And yeah, then came the final week of the Rettungssanitäter training. So got back to Berlin. Before I went to Faroe Islands, spent nearly a week at Faroe Islands, had lots of fun there, exploring, enjoying the scenery, enjoying the nature. Man, this was a fantastic journey, seeing Faroe Islands. I was also so lucky with the weather. I said then, final week, completed the Rettungssanitäter. And yeah, then also did the Rettungssanitäter business as a volunteer. Still working at university, more or less annoyed by some events that took place there. But yeah, I was just counting the days like, hey, when it's finally over. Okay, speaking of finally over, I think it's... No, it's not time. Where's... Oh, dang. Where's my flint and steel? That's bad. I somewhere stored my flint and steel. I need to quickly retrieve it, otherwise we can't have the end of the year explosion. That's bad. I'm not prepared. Dang it. Why is already... Okay, let's rush. And yeah, then came this a little bit sad phase of the year. It was just lasting for a couple of days. It was making me a little bit sad. At the end of October 1st, I was invited to an interview for this Antarctica position, and I felt the interview was kind of good, kind of went well, giving me hope like, hey, I could get that position. But then first I got the information that I only finished third place for the one professor position where I thought I had good chances. I mean, third position is still very good, great outcome, great result, but on the other hand, it's not being professor. A couple days later, I received notification that I was not selected for Antarctica. And yeah, this was just... It was really sad. It was... There's my flint and steel. It was very, very sad that this happened, and I was a bit depressed. But it lasted only for a short time. Luckily, a couple days later, I traveled to Florence, and being in Florence completely distracted me from it again. Exploring Florence was so fantastic. I was so lucky with the weather again. And the vibe in Florence is so beautiful. I really enjoyed this. This was really great. And man, so many guys. And yeah, then came, and we are already at the end of. Oh, there's no baby zombie running after me. This guy is so hard to get lost of. Why? Oh, did I get lost of him? No, I did not. Of course, I did not. Go away. Okay. Yeah, and then end of November, things completely went crazy. I still can't believe it. And it makes me suspicious, but it also makes me, for the first time since a very, very long time, even look a tiny bit into the future with hope or so. So basically, there. Well, let's first have this ignite that one. Gil. End of the year, 2024. You were amazing. Ooh. Okay, where's my here my rockets? Yay! Fireworks! So... That's cool. That was a worthy end of a year explosion. I didn't see much of it because I dropped down a little bit too much. But yeah, we will have the monument constructed here. Let's finish the review of the year. I Man, that's a big hole. So there was one special person, and we both felt attracted for each other since basically we met the first time, or shortly after the first time we met. But it never really was more, due to several constraints. But by the end of November, they started to move on me and hacked my brain, made me completely fall into them. So the entire month of December, well, most of the month of December, was just with a hyper focus on them, and it feels like, or it's like I haven't lived so much alive since a very long time, like in this month of December. It's they completely overwhelmed me, and it's an incredible feeling. I never thought I would experience those strong feelings in this life or so. So yeah, I don't know. Life had the tendency to always kick me right back into a very deep and dark hole once I experience some positive things, once I get some hope. Then no, please, let me be. So yeah, I'm a little bit suspicious about how things will continue, but on the other hand, just this last month, just the month of December, although it was completely crazy and I don't know how I'm still alive, basically. How can one survive on so no sleep, basically? Yeah, it gives me. Do I have my bed? I do have my bed. That's good. It really gives me some kind of hope for the next year. I'm not quite sure what it means. I'm really suspicious. As I said, life has a tendency to always kick me right back into a very deep hole once positive things start to happen. So I don't even look into the future, because the future is just a dark place for me. But for the very first time since a very long time, I think I like to look a little bit into the future, and yeah, that's completely crazy. So with that, I'm really hopeful for 2025. And with that, I also like to end this episode. I wish you all a very, very great start into the year 2025. May this year be a year full of happiness for you. May this year be a year full of great experiences, great things, amazing things to happen. Let us make 2025 to an incredible year. In my case, 2024 already was an incredible year. It changed so much. So much has changed over the course of this year. And yeah, I just hope that those changes continue, and those changes keep positive, keep persisting, and keep resulting in some amazing times, so that 2025 is becoming even a better year. Yeah, thank you 2024 for having changed my life, for having changed so much within 1 year, and welcome 2025. I hope you're really a great year, and I hope you're not kicking me right back into a dark hole. With that, happy 2025. I wish you all a good year, a fantastic year, an awesome year. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. Wait, is it already? Did we make it through the night? Dang it. Okay, in this case, well. Okay, I guess it happened also in Minecraft that I made it through the night, not only in reality. Still, with that, we are at the end of this episode. Thank you so much. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you! And Happy New Year!